देवं कंसचानूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविडं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव। हरि ओम। The sixth chapter, where the sloka 209, we finished 208, and this is the last chapter. Before we complete the text, we finished 15 chapters, but the sixth chapter we left behind halfway, so we are completing that also. So we'll do chant 209. यथा यथोपासते तं फलमेयुस्तदास्तदा फलेत्कर्षापकर्षौ तु पूज्यपूजानुसारतः together. यथा यथोपासते तं फलमेयुस्तदास्तदा फलेत्कर्षापकर्षौ तु पूज्यपूजानुसारतः. So we are discussing about the Ishvara. Ishvara has become many. So the himself first into Hiranyagarbha at the subtle state and Virat Purusha at the grosser state. And as the Purusha Suktam says everything is nothing but Ishvara only. So this is everything in the creation is nothing but himself, both the conscious entities as well as unconscious entities is nothing but Ishvara only. So in the 208 we said Jala Pashan Amrut Kastavasya Kuddha Lakadaya Ishvaraha Vaite Pujata Haradayinaha. So Jala Pashanaha Mrut Kashta Vasya Kujjalakaha Adi Adayahas Ed Sarve Ishvaraha Eva. So everything starting from waters or stones, mud, wood and chisels and axes as well as etc. Etu survey, everything that you can find. He is only giving some examples here. Etu survey Ishvaraha eva. Everything is nothing but Ishvara only. But I am seeing different names and forms. That's only apparent superimposed on top of Ishvara, as though. Just as the rings and the bangles and necklaces are superimposed as though on top of gold. What gold they came from, they are sustained by gold, they go back into gold. Ishvara they came and is sustained by Ishvara, they go back into Ishvara, as we discussed in the subtle form, and again projection in the grosser form again goes into subtle form. So this is essentially the creation. So where is Ishvara? Ishvara is everything that you see, nothing but Ishvara only. So but I am not having the proper vision of Ishvara because I am looking Ishvara in some particular imagination, and what I see is only external attributive content of the Jala, Pashana and so on and so forth. So in order to develop the vision of Ishvara in everything, that is nothing but the whole Vishwarupam is nothing but the Lord only. That's how the Vishnu Sahasranama starts with that. Vishwam, Vishnu. So Vishwam is the whole universe is nothing but Narayana only. That vision has to be developed while transacting with the water is different from stone, is different from mud and so on. But when transactionally they are different, essence they are same. So therefore, if I want to do prayers to the Lord, Ishvara, in what form I should do? So every form is his form only, so I can invoke his presence in any form, knowing that it is not the form. Form is only superficial. What is there is the existent part, and if it is only inert things, only existent part. If it is inert, or if it is a subtle body of thought process, both existent and conscious part, and if it is the still serene mind, existent consciousness, and the ananda, that is the santa vritti. This is all been discussed in the 15th chapter. Anyway, here it says I can invoke him in any object, because it's not an object I am invoking, it's the presence of the Lord. That is the glory of Hinduism. They put a turmeric paste. It says Asmin Bimbe Sri Mahaganapatin Avahayami, or Sri Mahavishnum Avahayami. I am invoking the presence of this Lord or that Lord into this Bimbe, into this form, for me to do puja, so that after invocation and recognition that he is now involved, he was there before also, but my vision is now that it is Ishvara, and then do I prayer. So here, when I do prayer for purpose of gaining something also, so that's what we do in a Sankalpa, where you invoke the presence of the Lord, and I am doing this puja in the form that Lord has come, and inviting him, and do all the pujas, and then the exhibit your request for what you are doing puja also. So here in the sloka that we chanted, yatho yatho upasate, in whatever form that you invoke him, upasate, tada tada, in the form, in the form and for the purpose in which invoking, phalam iyuhu. So the fruits are given, and that phala utkursha apakarshau, or the phala utkursha apakarshautu puja anusarataha. So depending upon the nature of the worship and the faith in the worship, all that, depending on that, one gets the result. This is a statement here where you are, whatever the result that you are entitled, you will get. Lord doesn't give what you don't deserve, so one has to be careful. So even though you have petitioned to say, give me that, so I want my son to pass with a first class, and then I am doing puja, but if he is not studying properly, he cannot get first class, at least by legal means. So after making your necessary required input, there is a phalam that beyond your control, there is a daivam comes into picture, and for a favorable external factors that are not, that you cannot have no control, you do invocation of the Lord, or because he is omnipotent, he is the one who can give the results. Therefore you put a petition, and if the Lord thinks that you deserve it, you will get the result, depending upon the faith in which you have done the puja. So in the Karma Kanda, there are a lot of rituals for going to particular thing or getting something, and so on, like Putrakameshti, where if you need a son, you perform. So you perform provided all other factors have been or systematically evaluated, and only to get rid of some factors that are beyond your control, that you do those puja. And Putrakameshti is a very expensive yajna, and only those people who can afford to do it, it means those who can afford to raise the children can only do that puja. Anyway, 210. So that Putrakameshti is not required for one who has a lot of people already. So the children, he wants to know how to stop it or how to feed them maybe. 210. Muktistu brahma tattvasya jnana devana cha anyatha ज्ञानादेव न चान्यथा स्वप्नबोधं विना नैव स्वप्नबोधं विना नैव स्वस्वप्नो हीयते यथा स्वस्वप्नो हीयते यथा मुक्तिस्तु ब्रह्म तत्त्वस्य ज्ञानादेव न चान्यथा स्वप्नबोधं विना नैव स्वस्वप्नो हीयते यथा यथा just as in order to get the liberation, then it's not doing some puja you can do, but what is required is the jnanam. So the na yogena na sankhena karmana nona vijjaya brahmatmaikatva bodhena moksha siddhati nanyatha. Shankaracharya says in the Viveka Chudamani, so na yogena na sankhena, neither by yoga nor by sankhya, or na yogena na sankhya karmana, by actions, whatever how many puja you do, na karmana, so na yogena na sankhena karmana nona vijjaya. So whatever you study will not help you ultimately. And what is that required is Brahmatmaikatva bodhena. Only that knowledge that gives you the identity of Jiva Brahma Aikyam, that alone will give you the liberation. So here the same statement is put here. Muktistu Brahma Tattvasya Jnanad Eva Nacha Anyatha. So the yathas, just as Swapna Bodham Vinanaiva Swapno iyate yatha. Just as the Swapna Bodham, unless you get up from the dream state to a waking state, unless you transcend from one state to other state, and Bodham Vina, so without getting up from the dream state to the waking state, Swasapne hiyate yatha, one cannot get rid of one's own dream. So, hey, I am suffering in the dream. He says, wake up, get up. So, says, how am I going to get up? How I want to get rid of it while still dreaming? So, that's not possible. Says, Swapna, Bodham Vinanaiva. Without getting up, you cannot get rid of the dream creation, dream world, dream suffering and all that. In the same way, Muktistu, Mukti Hetu, that is even the liberation also, freedom from limitations. Brahma Tattvasya, the nature of Brahman, until one understands the nature of Brahman, Brahman being infinite, it has to include the Atma, Jiva also. So Aham Brahmasmi, the only knowledge that is required, and that without having not gained that knowledge, Jnanat eva, that knowledge alone, and na anyatha, na cha anyatha. No other way you can get liberated. You can do whatever and go to Himalayas or do this or do that and do pilgrimage and do all that. Says na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyage naike amrutatva manasahu. So only amrutatvam, only you can get freedom from all limitations is only by what? Tyage naike. What is that I have to give up? Give up your wrong notions about yourself. And you can give up the wrong notions about yourself provided you get the right understanding. And right understanding is Brahma Tattvam. That is jnana. That is knowledge is required. Eva nacha anyata. So for liberation, you cannot invoke any other way. Whatever you do is only for material benefits only. That's why Krishna calls it. He says, Artho artharti jnanam cha bharatarshava chaturvija bhayante mam yajana paryupasate artho artharti jignasu jnanam cha bharatarshava. So artaha, jignasu, artharti, these are four, and jnani, these are four bhaktas. The last one is the best one because he is going after the highest, that is liberation. 211. Advitiya Brahma Tattve अद्वितीय ब्रह्म तत्वे स्वप्नोयमखिलं जगत् स्वप्नोयमखिलं जगत् ईशजीवादिरूपेण ईशजीवादिरूपेण चेतना चेतनात्मकं चेतना चेतनात्मकं together अद्वितीय ब्रह्म तत्वे स्वप्नोयमखिलं जगत् ईशजीवादिरूपेण चेतना चेतनात्मकं. So in the last sloka it says, unless I get up just as from the dream I had to get up in the waking state, from the waking state I had to get up what state? It's not getting up there, it is understanding through the knowledge only, but I cannot get that kind of knowledge in the dream state to know the waking state, because you need a viveka. Viveka means a discriminative faculty is required to know what is real and what is not real. If I can get that viveka in the dream state, while in the dream, then I will be able to know that I am a waker and not a dreamer. But if I have the viveka, then I won't be dreaming to start with. So it is a catch-22 situation. Whereas in the waking state, I can develop, while in the waking state, a viveka, a discriminative intellect, by proper disciplining the mind, where I can gain the liberation while in this state. That's called Jivan Mukta. So you do not have to leave the state, you can be in the state. Now I am Advitiya Brahma Tattve. This Advitiya Brahma Tattve, this Advitiyam, this is Advaita Brahma Siddhantam. That is, Jiva Brahma is one and the same. That Advitiyam Brahma, the one without a second, that Brahman, Tattvi, the knowledge of that. So in this non-dual Brahman, then Isha Jiva Adi Rupena Chetana Chetanaha Atmakam Akilam Jagatu Swapnaha. So from the point of Brahman, from that is called a Paramarthika Satyam, the whole Vyavaharika Satyam looks like a dream, because there Jiva, Ishvara, Jagat and everything, including the suffering and the happiness and everything that you find at the transactional level, Vyavaharika Satyam, then all that will be like a dream only. So Isha Jivadi Rupena, in the form of Ishvara, Ishvara is also part of the Vyavaharika Satyam only. From the point of absolute, no Ishvara, no Jagat and no Jiva. It is Ekameva Advitiyam, and that is Advitiya Brahma Tattve. And Swapnoyam Akilam Jagatu, this Akilam Jagatu Swapnaha Ayam, it is like a dream only, and that includes Jisa Jivadi Rupena Chetana Achetana Atmakam. So that includes both the conscious entities, unconscious entities, and both the Chittu, Achittu and Paramatma and Jivatma, everything comes under transactional reality only. 212. Anandamaya Vijnana Mayi Vishwara Jivakai Mayi Vishwara Jivakau Mayaya Kalpita Vetau Tabhyam Sarvam Prakalpitam together Anandamaya Vijnana Mayi Vishwara Jivakau Mayaya Kalpita Vetau Tabhyam Sarvam Prakalpitam. Anandamaya, the bliss sheath, and Vijnanamaya, the intellectual sheath, Ishvara Jivakau are corresponding to Ishvara and Jiva respectively. Etau, these two, Mayaya Kalpite, is a creation of the Maya is only, and Tabhyam, by these two, Sarvam Prakalpitam, the total world is imagined. So here says Anandamaya, when we go to deep sleep state, that's where Sat, Chit and Ananda, all aspects of Brahman are being reflected there in the mind, that is without any subject-object duality. That's in the deep sleep state. And also in the state where I am happy by acquiring anything, that state of happiness is also during that time, mind is in that state only. So Advitiya Brahma Tattve, and the Isha Jiva Rupa. Anandamaya, Vijnanamaya, Ishvara. So whenever I am happy, contented, the mind that is contented even temporarily by objective satisfaction, pleasures or sukham, those moments are also, there is a contentment of the mind. There is no longing mind or a wanting mind. Mind becomes calm and serene. Therefore, both Sat, Chit, Ananda are reflected, and that's called Anandamayam. And Vijnanamayam in the case of where the mind is still active, and that also Ishvara Jivakau. So Ishvara Jivako or Ishvara and Jiva respectively. Etau, these two, Maya Kalpite, are formed by the Maya as the material cause. Tabhyam, by these two, Sarvam Prakalpitam, the total world is projected. So the Maya being a Prakriti as a Trigunatmikam, Sattva Rajas Tamogunam, in this Sattva Guna where you have the Brishit Anandamaya, and Rajoguna Tamoguna you have Vijnanamaya Kosha active, and in these two projection of the whole world occurs, and that is Sarvam Prakalpitam, the whole world is projected. So without the mind, the world is not recognized. Mind need not have to, local mind doesn't create the world and then sees. That becomes a Vijnanamaya Buddhism. What the mind sees, that is Ishvara Sushti which is created. But without the mind, the presence of the world is not recognized. Just as when the mind goes to deep sleep state, no world is perceived. 213. Ichanadi praveshanta sushtirisena kalpita jagradadi vimokshantaha samsaro jiva kalpitaha. Together, Ichana adi praveshanta sushtirisena kalpita jagrada adi vimokshantaha samsaro jiva kalpitaha. So Ichana adi, contemplation by the Ishvara about the creation, that is Tadaichada Bahusyam Praja Eti. So Ichanadi, that from that moment on, according to scriptures, by Ishvara about the creation, Praveshanta, until he enters into the individual bodies as the Jiva. That's called the Upavishati. That is when the reflection of that in the Prakriti occurring. That is at an individual level. Ishvara Kalpita is Praveshant, up to the entry is called Ishvara Sushtihi Ishena, is called by the creation is by the Ishvara only. Or Ishvara Kalpitaha, projected by the Ishvara. Jagradadi, from the waking state, and Vimokshantaha, until liberation. Samsaraha is the Jiva Kalpitaha, it's creation by the Jiva. So Jiva says, I am so and so. So I am a sleeping, I am a waker, I am notions in the mind starting. So here it says only Jagrada, the waking state. Waking state identifying I am a waker, I am a dreamer, I am a deep sleeper. And that notional identity of with each state, that becomes a samsara identity, is a Jiva Kalpitaha. It is the kalpana of the individual. So there is an Ishvara Srushti, on top of it there is a Jiva Srushti also. And what is Jiva Srushti? Is not that I am creating the sleeping state and a waking state and a dream state. It is also part of Ishvara Srushti only, but their identification that I am a Jiva, an individual in the waking state, individual in the dream state, and individual as a sleeper in the deep sleep state, that is Jiva Kalpita. So one has to be careful here. 214. Advitiyam Brahma Tattvam, Advitiyam Brahma Tattvam, Asangam Tanna Janati, Asangam Tanna Janati, Jiveshayor Maikayoho, Jiveshayor Maikayoho. Ruthaiva kalaham yayuhu, Ruthaiva kalaham yayuhu. Together. Advitiyam Brahma Tattvam, Asangam Tanna Janati, Jiveshayor Maikayoho, Ruthaiva kalaham yayuhu. So here he is giving a warning to us. Say Advitiyam Brahma, Asangam Brahma Tattvam, and that Brahman which is one without a second, that Brahman alone is being infinite, there cannot be anything other than Brahman. If there is something other than Brahman, it is only apparent. Therefore, Brahman is untouched by any of this creation because he is one without a second and he cannot be touched because he is infinity. So, Asangaha, that nature of that Najayati, if that is not known, and Mayikayoho, projected by Maya, Jiva Ishayoho, is it Ishvara, is it Jiva, where is Jiva, where is Ishvara, where is the Lord, who is the Lord, and all the discussions of that, Rutha, uncalled for, Eva indeed, Kalaham Yayuhu, is only put forth lot of only arguments and induce lot of arguments only. And here it says Vrutha eva kalaham yayuhu. This endless arguments are waste of your time, waste of their time, and waste of precious time that should be used for trying to recognize that Aham Brahmasmi. So only discussion that are to clarification of what is so that the mind can contemplate, that may be required as he is going to say it, but unnecessarily Dvaita, Advaita and so on argument or we are right and they are right and so on, and endless arguments about Jiva Ishvara will not help at all. 215. Jnatva sada tattva nishtha, Jnatva sada tattva nishtha, Nishtha anumoda mahe vayam, Anushocha mayevan yadvan, Anumoda mahe anyan, Anushochama evan evan eva brahmai, Anusocham evan yadnan nabhrantair vividhamahe. So Jnatva vayam, we sada tattvanishta, so to be established in the tattvam, that means in the absolute reality, that is the self that I am, or Brahman, that Aham Brahmasmi. So Jnatva, so knowing them, anumodamahi, we rejoice in that. Anyan, to others, ignorant people. Anusocham, we feel sorry. Evam brantaihi. So anusocha evan evam brantaihi, with deluded na vivadamahi. So do not argue with those deluded people what it is. If you once to realize that Aham Brahmasmi, rejoice that you are full by yourself and everything else is mithya. So Brahma Satyam, Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmayana Paraha. So once I recognize Aham Brahmasmi, that recognition also comes with the world is nothing but Mithya. Mithya means it is not really real. So why argue about the other unnecessary things? There is nothing can be achieved, and if at all one can become passionate and help those who are seeking for liberation, recognizing that even the helping is part of the mithya only. So na vivedamahe. So don't waste your time, spend your time in the recognition or realization of the self. So for a sadhaka, it is a warning not to waste unnecessarily time on this, other than to recognize that aham brahmasmi. With this we stop here. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.